Let's talk about NFTs from the Mooch. Anthony Scaramucci launching an NFT platform, and it launches with booze, A, and B, his face in this cool art thing, which is just it's so nice. It's so perfect. This is one of those NFTs where it's like you get more than just the NFT. You get the whiskey, you get to hang out, you get a ticket to ride, and that's what this is being offered as. These NFTs are going for, I think it was 1 ETH, so that's about $3,000, which would be a pretty expensive bottle of whiskey. But when you roll in the world that the Mooch rolls in, maybe, hey, that's not so much after all. Interesting to see this. I think it's on Polygon on the Matic network, best I can tell. So making a bid away from some of the expensive transaction fees currently plaguing the Ethereum network. But yeah, this NFT thing just keeps having legs and just keeps on going. This is the latest thing that we're seeing. Rare whiskey from Anthony Scaramucci. I'm going to toss this down to Jen for her initial thoughts. What does this say that the SkyBridge founder is launching his own NFT platform?
Well, I was reading it. So the platform's called Flatter, right? And as I was reading the story, I had the immediate thought that, do we need another NFT platform? So I continued reading and I was like, okay, this seems like it's targeted at business people. It's around the conference experience. We haven't seen that yet. And then I continued reading and the last line in the story says, and they plan to launch for sports memorabilia. And so now I'm confused. I think that, the sports memorabilia thing has been done. It's been done by people with a lot of clout and a lot of experience in that sector. And so I think this is cool if we're addressing a part of the market that has not yet been addressed. And it's kind of interesting to think about it for conferences. I don't know if there's a lot of legs there, but now we're talking about sports memorabilia and it feels like there's not really a plan. It's just like NFTs are cool. We're going to get into it. We're going to make cool whiskey bottles and just see what happens. So that's my take.
Whiskey's cool. I mean, we said the same thing about when Tom Brady did it, and then Tom Brady's autograph became like a major platform that partnered with DraftKings and got normal gambling degenerates excited in the NFT market as well. So I think cool whiskey bottles and access perks, there may be a market for that, and I think it's interesting to see that Scaramucci is continuing his crypto journey. Right, this was a guy who was big on Bitcoin, went into some alts, and now is full circle to its own NFT platform. So interesting to me to see it. I'll toss it to Will. I mean, who do you think this is targeting?
Yeah, it's kind of setting aside the targeting angle here really quickly because I want to focus on something else. I will note that like Scaramucci getting into this just kind of adds the whole like aesthetic luxury brand that we've seen like other brands getting into, like the Gucci's of the world, like launching their own NFTs. That kind of makes sense for NFTs, especially when you have like a physical thing like a whiskey that you can buy and associate with him. It's interesting on like the tech side that's on Polygon, because you always think like, oh, it's like if it's an NFT, it should be on like the biggest base layer, it should be like on Ethereum. But you can move Polygon NFTs to Ethereum just through a bridge. So like that Ethereum kind of stays as like the center of this NFT universe, so to speak. That comes at the time where like Solana is popping off with all these NFTs and I know Tezos has really kind of popped up and come back into the limelight with its art NFTs over the past few weeks. So that's kind of the interesting side for me, kind of a nerdy angle, but like the tech side is interesting to me. Nami, what do you think when you saw Scaramucci selling whiskey for money?
I said that makes a lot of sense to me. I think it's cool that he's kind of going after the conference space. I think that the digital gift bags are going to become increasingly interesting. At conferences, you always end up with a ton of swag. Now, if you go to a crypto conference, it makes sense that it should be crypto swag, not like little postcards or stickers or things in the physical world. Exploring what kind of goodies we can give to people in the digital world is definitely something I think we're going to see more of. So it's interesting that he's doing a little bit of both. He's doing like, goodies, but also you've got this digital thing that goes along with it. So I think that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to see those things evolve more, that things that could actually do stuff. We're starting to see a little bit of it. I mean, technically they're saying, well, this gives you a meeting, but I would love to see that kind of built into the technology. I want to see us get inventive with that stuff. I want to see something to do with the technology of the NFT unlocking something at the conference. Like that type of stuff would be really cool. But we can speculate as much as we want on that, and we'll start to see how these things evolve in the space.